Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. On the return is Juju Smith-Schuster. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down. 8.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
66.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adam Gotsis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Quarter. Good job, guys.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set! Like 20. Snickers.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Hey, on yard! On yard!
From his goal line here, Keenum. And incomplete to open things up. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on. coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Roger, roger, roger. Roger, roger, roger. Very left, very left. 52, here we go. 52, 57's down.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
Pick up there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, it's Lindsey, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now Brown. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the... Punt with a 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers working their way back out here on offense. Last week, a much-needed win for Steeler Nation. Now they're at 2-2-1, so we'll see what the future holds. But, you know, things have not been, shall we say, harmonious so far in Pittsburgh.
Well, I think that the harmony started to get recreated in the win against Atlanta. Antonio Brown had a big day, finally got into the end zone with a touchdown catch. He and Big Ben Roethlisberger back on the so-called same page, singing from the same hymnal, shall we say. And that team really played well, but the flip side of it is their defense had been giving up a lot of points. They held the high-flying Atlanta Falcons to 17. That bodes well for the future, too.
And the Wi-Fi wasn't so spotty in that game. It was pretty good reception. First carry for James Conner, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip.
It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's second down. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi?
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, though, real quick.
Yeah,
that kid, Greg Joseph.
That was a Phil Necro knuckleball.
Should it have even counted?
Yeah, it should have counted. And the Browns, I feel like they deserve that after some of the tough luck they've had.
Good point.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Take 2.
Play action. It's Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 42 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Steps away. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Show that bench release and go. Hey!
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And room there to work it inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, 52. We're good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go, boy. We got three, fellas. We got three. He's coming.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Keenum now to throw. And he's got Hireman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown.